Okay, good morning, everybody. So I'm going to close the door. Forgot to turn all those nice things, but I think we'll be fine. Okay, so preference to sit on nothing, blankets, blocks and blankets. Take a cross-legged, one leg out, lie down. What makes you feel that you can stay in a couple of minutes, just trying to um, put the day away and take this time for you. So we want to really sit. When you sit down, sort of like feel your sit bones. There's two bones that connect you to the earth. Almost feel like you're pushing. So push them. You cannot really push them, but activate them and see that you get like a bounce back from the earth. And then that bounce back from the earth sort of lengthens your torso up, and then try to not bring your shoulders with you. Try to relax your shoulders. You can place your hands gently on your knees. Some people like to do this cosmic mudra. It's hands just below the navel. Um, doesn't really matter. Just take a moment. So I close my eyes. You can also keep the eyes very soft and just look sort of towards the tip of your nose. So it's important that you're comfortable. If you're not comfortable and you really feel like one hip, one knee, one ankle, something is not right, go lie down. Okay, so take that seat, whether it's lying down, it means we're going to uh, take some kind of alignment and settle into it. So feel your body, feel the connection of your body, the feet. If you're sitting down, you feel your seat bones, your ankles, and that energy from the earth up towards the crown of your head. If you're lying down, then feel that you're on the ground and feel the connection of those points on the ground, and that help you to feel that energy from the earth to bounce up through you. With that said, with that nice sort of alignment, it helps us to center and create a nice space for the breath to come in. So let the breath breathe you. Try to breathe in through your nostrils. And do me a favor and take a big sigh out. So you can open your lips and big sigh out. Nice and relax, empty out. And then do that, please, 3 more times. 3. So inhale, gently let it out. Exhale, release through your open lips. Feel that you are detoxifying, releasing tension. Inhaling, exhale. And little nice note, sometimes when we exhale, we kind of slouch. When you exhale, the next time, try to even lengthen more. So feel that you're not slouching. Breathe in and then exhale and get nice and tall and let the breath just empty with a nice length, but the exhale releases out of your lips. Inhale one more. Now, please continue. 4 more of these easy inhales and exhales with the lips closed, with the lips sealed. But if you want, you can make a sound. You can make a sound as if you were exiting the breath out of your lips. Just breathe with your lips sealed. Inhale. So whether you're making a sound or you just want to exhale through your nose with the mouth closed, the lips closed, ujjayi breath, or just breathing in and out. 3 more. On your own, really feel each part, each inhale, each exhale. So centering is a crucial, important part to enter your practice. See if you can let the breath be the focus or the part of the practice that helps you ground. So feel that you're grounded through your breath. So finish one more. If you have finished, just continue breathing in and out. You don't have to now, you establish yourself like a pace. So you did 4, and now you have a pace that feels comfortable. Continue breathing in and out, sitting here, welcome yourself to your practice, welcome your body, see how you feel and sense how you feel today. How does it feel to sit and do nothing but breathe, observe the breath? Beautiful moment to set an intention. If you have an intention, something real and present, something that relates to you, something that is humble, something that helps you keep your attention to your practice. You can even bring your hands to the prayer if you like, or just think about something in your mind. All the time, keep the breath going, keep that breath, keep that centering, keep that sensation that you have created this amazing pace for you to breathe and to feel and to stay in the moment, to take for myself an amazing moment of gratitude for being here, for being awake, for being alive, and for being able to teach you. And let's just bring your hands behind when you're ready and just kind of relax your legs, let them release. If you want to shake them, shake them. And then when I recross, hopefully you change your shin or your feet and then settle down, take a moment. So we're gonna just lift one arm at a time. I think you wanted to pick a little something from a tree. All right, nice and easy. Sort of like feel the stretch on each side. Feel how you're tipping a little bit. Feel maybe one arm reaches, and then it doesn't have to be straight at all. You can keep a bend. I'm keeping a bend on my left. I had a shot. It hurts my arm to straighten it. So lengthen and breathe, and feel the side of each rib in the armpit. So feel each side and get a little taller. And then please come back to center and just simply with your hands on each side of your hips, just a little side to side. Again, that your biggest stretch. The arm doesn't have to straighten, but just feel your side body, keep your hips down. All right, so maybe do one more on each side, kind of waking up the body. Beautiful, okay? Now, both arms up and feel. Reach each finger, the ring finger, feel like almost like your ribs are separating from your pelvis. So ground your pelvis and left hand and get long, maybe gaze up. Or keep your eyes closed and maybe just bring your nose up. Feel that beautiful stretch, elongating, making space between your ribs. We're going to turn to your right or to your left. We're going to start gently, gently getting into an easy twist. So my left hand or opposite hand to opposite knee, and then one hand behind you. So get nice, nice and tall. First twist, easy and tall. Now, I went to my right. Everybody hopefully went to the right. Now, you're going to try to concentrate on the left shoulder going to the left knee. Left shoulder towards the left knee, and then arm behind you lifts up and overhead. And then maybe turn your head, maybe gaze up to the ceiling, to that little space. Keep holding on to the knee with the left hand. Keep reaching the arm overhead. Feel that side stretch. Awesome. Come on up, come on up, come on up. And then release it. Bring your hands a little behind you so you can release your legs. Shake them out a little bit. Wiggle, shake them, spread your toes, circle, ankles, whatever you like to do. Other side, recross, maybe changing it a little bit. Let's do a little apple picking again. Maybe get a little more into it. Do you stretch nice and easy, lazily? Just remember, just kind of waking up each side. Maybe you straighten the arm, maybe it keeps a little bend, doesn't matter. Very nice. Now keep your hands on the ground. Same thing, just with your hands on the ground. Feel that the hips are not lifting. Feel each side. And then you can even stay in one side. You can go a little faster than I'm going. Just keep observing that you're still breathing. Still breathing. Bring both arms up. Reach up. Long, long, long. Arms long. Armpits long. Ribs long. And then turn, turn, turn. Getting really slowly into that twist. So arm to the opposite knee. One hand behind you. Get tall. Get long. Big breath here. And then right shoulder towards that right knee, and the arm that is behind you is going to lift up, and you can keep it here. You can keep a little bend. You can bring it forward. You can straighten it. You can just open, look up, feel that you can get a lot from that twisting and side bending, kind of bringing the right shoulder to the right knee. And then come on up. Inhaling, come to center. Keep where you are. Just bring your hands behind you. Lift your heart, squeeze your shoulders. Lift your heart, squeeze your shoulders. See if you can loosen up your legs and create this shape that is, oh, I keep this beeping. I hope my sound is still good. So you're gonna have a little openness on the feet, okay? So it's not together. It's just open and flex your feet, okay? And bring your hands behind so it looks like that Greek omega letter. Squeeze your shoulders, let the knees kind of widen the legs, knees open, and maybe walk a little forward, maybe towards the ankles. Feel that opening, releasing. Bring hands behind you again, then bring your feet more to that traditional Baddha Konasana. You can still be sitting on the blanket or the block if you like. Squeeze your shoulders, lift your heart. Feet can be closer if you want. Feet can be far away. And let's take a moment to go a little bit forward. Just take your time. Again, you don't have to really fold. You can just feel that you're hinging and widening your low back. Widen your low back. Just take your time. Don't really fold. Just feel the lengthening of your lower back. And you can even stay high. You don't have to go forward. Very good. Just loosen up again the legs. Straighten them a little bit. Shake them if you like. Wiggle them, whatever the word is, like kind of loosen up those legs. And then one more time, you're going to do a little Baddha Konasana. Maybe try to bring the hips closer to the ground. Now I'm going to do a little twist here. It's like a mermaid twist. So nice and easy. You're going to try to bring the hands under the knees and try to bring one knee to close the knee. So it looks like a little clam. And they don't have to be together. They can just even be separate. And you have one inner ankle on the bottom of your outer ankle on the top inside the foot. All right, and then this is your twist. You can even turn away a little bit to the back and feel the whole sides of your body twisting. So it's easier if you want to have them together. Otherwise, just have the top of your foot in the middle of your lower arch. Return to center, come to Baddha Konasana again. Just for a moment, lengthen the legs, shake them out. Pat, 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 pat. Baddha Konasana again. lift your heart, and then other side. Take your time. So sort of bring your hands underneath, encourage one knee to close like a little clam. You don't have them together, kind of slide one. So you end up with the foot on the middle of your inner arch, okay? So it looks like that. And then try to see if you can lengthen and twist to the back. Get tall. You can gaze back, you can gaze forward. And then slowly release, come back to center. Baddha Konasana again. Let's do a little cat-cow here, okay? So you can bring your hands on the knees and make yourself like a little hunch shape, rounding. You can really come close here. You can have like a little diamond and then use your hands, go forward, arch your spine. So hunching and rounding and then lifting and arching. And this one also, be very slow, very conscious how it feels to arch and lift your heart and to hug the belly and round. Take a few of these so you feel that you're rocking right to the front of your pelvic bowl and to the back. Feels good, right? Make it feel really good. You can even linger if you like one of them. Sometimes feels like you can stay on one. Feel really the hunching. Feel really that you're hollowing the belly, and then feel the arch and feel the extension and the flexion of your spine. Very good. Come back to neutral. One more time, just for fun. I really like these. Bring your hands behind. Lift your heart. Bring your feet a little closer. See if you can lift. So maybe flatten your hands a little bit. You can have them flat, facing away, maybe lifting your hips. It's kind of difficult, but it's kind of fun. Good. Awesome. And then bring your hips down. Take a moment. Shake them forward. One more twist here, okay? So now my legs are long. I'm just gonna extend the left, hug the right knee, close as the foot can come to the sitting bone, that's fine. Get tall, get tall, get tall, get tall. Feel the long leg active, feel the toes going up. And then we're going to bring the arm, right arm, inside, and then twist towards the long leg. Hold the knee against the arm and twist. Keep that foot in front of your hip as if you were standing on it. Twist, twist, twist. Very good. Come back to center. Let this knee open. You can use your hand or just walk the foot to the top of the inner thigh. Turn your torso, your sternum towards that long leg. And don't do your arms, just walk your hands yourself a little forward. Just nice and easy. Forward fold. Janu Sirsasana. Keep those toes up. Just feel that folding forward any amount. If you want to use the strap, of course. Keep that breath, always awareness of the breath. Remind yourself that you're folding, you need your breath here. The more you fold, the more you feel. You need that breath, that companion of the breath. Let's slowly, slowly come up. Slowly, slowly come on up. Hands behind you, both legs forward. Take them. Left leg in, left foot in, as close as you can bring it. There's a little space between the foot and the right leg nice and long, toes are up. Step the foot so it's really stepping, really close, very strongly. Left arm, left leg, elbow inside. Use the arm and the leg against each other, and then arm goes behind you and twist and twist and lengthen and twist and breathe and breathe. Keep that activation on the foot and that long leg. Keep that head, that crown of your head reaching the sky. Elbow and leg in nice engagement. Come forward. If you turn, come forward and release the leg out. walk it so maybe it's close to your groin or inside the leg. Turn your torso a little bit towards that long leg. Take a breath, inhale, and fold. Again, you can stay high, throw the strap, go a little bit forward, flex your toes. You can bend the leg. It doesn't have to be straight, but you can bend it a little bit to maybe get closer. Feel each side. Feel the breath. All these stretches are just amazing. Wakes that energy in your pelvis, in your low back, those hips. Maybe it'll help you with some low back issues. Please come back to center. Okay, last little piece here. Lengthen your legs. Shake them out a little bit, wiggle them out. Bend your legs a lot, like a lot, as if I'm telling you, don't, you're going forward with bent knees, okay? And then feel your sit bones, come a little bit forward on your sit bones, get a little bit of cheating here, move your flesh, and then maybe go a little bit forward, almost like you bring your ribs to your legs, okay? And then maybe slide the heels forward, you're trying to forward bending, try to bring the torso forward, not forcing at all, really not feeling that the destination is folding, just feeling the widening and the releasing of your lower back. So stretching the low back, stretching your hips, your hamstrings. Awesome. Inhaling. All right, so we are going to come to a little squat. So you can place a couple of blocks for your squat. If you cannot squat, don't squat. You can just take like an umpire if you want to shake a little bit. But what I'm going to do is kind of slide the feet. You can have the feet a little bit wider, okay? And then maybe come on up, come on off your glutes, all right? You can widen the feet out if you want. If this was horrible, just come up on your knees, right? And then tuck your toes and then come to that, whatever squat you feel you need to do. So on 2 blocks, you can sit and squat. You can stay high a little bit, just feel that sort of beautiful. Whatever needs to open, toes are turning out a little bit. I have 2 blocks. This makes my life easier. Otherwise, if you don't need them, just feel the elbows inside the thighs. Maybe your groin comes lower. Keep your chest up. Right? Just come on up on your tippy toes again. Use your hands a little bit forward. So we're going to slowly, slowly come on up. Okay, so maybe toes forward. And then actually, sorry, just fold here. Folding before we come up, just let your sit bones go high. You can have your blocks under your shoulders, your hands, if you like. If your hands reach the floor easily, but if you want to really feel your thighs, your hamstrings, bend your legs and fold a little bit towards your own self, towards the ground. Then inhaling, taking your time, bend your legs a lot and slowly rounding, rounding, rounding up to standing. As we stand here, bring your hands to center, take a breath in, take a breath out. One more breathing in and breathing out. Just gonna warm up standing, just like we did the arms, kind of warming up. So some salutations without the legs, just the arms, saluting the sun and waking up those side body, energizing the body. So release your arms to the sides, feet nice and parallel, nice and strong. They can be together, a little bit apart. Reach your arms as if you want to reach the sides of your wall in your room. Reach up Bring your hands together and lower, exhale to the center. So when I link your breath to the movement of your arms, we're going to do about 2 more like we did 4. Inhaling, make the arms lift, make the inhale last until your hands meet, and start your exhale as your hands lower to your heart, to your beautiful heart at the center. Number 3, reach your fingers out, reach out, lean, lift up a little higher, maybe gazing up, watch your hands meet. Exhale, hands to center, hands to heart. So the breath and the movement, very slow and very mindful. Press your feet, lift your arms, lift your heart. And exhale, hands to center. As you keep your hands here at center, just bend your legs a little bit as if you were going to sit down. It doesn't have to be a lot. Straighten the legs and straighten your arms. Exhale, hands to heart and lower. Little squat or the squat you need today. And then straighten arms, straighten legs, reach up. Exhale, hands to center, lower the hips, lower to sit. Inhaling, big breath in, lengthen legs, lengthen arms, lift high. Okay, we're gonna hold here, we're gonna hold here. So hands to heart, sit low. All right, and then one hand goes behind you and one hand goes a little bit forward of your shoulder. Beautiful, guys, awesome. You can stay high, you can go low, and then switch. Keep low, switch arms. Very nice. Okay, just one more. Just keep feeling those legs, those thighs. Don't let them buckle out. Just switch one more. I know this is hard. I'm shaking. Let's come up. Inhale, straighten arms, straighten legs, please. Now, hold the right wrist. Hold the right wrist. Little side bending. So right wrist and then bend to your right. Excuse me, to your left. And then up to center. Get nice and tall. Feel your feet. Feel your whole lengthening of your side body, and then tip over and breathe. Please come back to center, hands together, and lower, center, hands to the chest, to the heart. Take a moment here to gather, to breathe, to reset. Very good. Now, walk to the top of your mat. And we're going to work in a little bit of, please have your blocks at the top. So have your blocks close by and probably the highest. I have to move things so I can see everything on the screen. Yeah, that's good. Okay. So if you're at the top of your mat, the blocks are ready for you for later. Okay. So I'm going to keep my left leg forward. I'm going to step a right leg a little bit back. So if you want, you cannot do warrior one, do your lunge. Okay. So you can start bending and then stepping back, turning the foot out. Don't worry about the arms, not yet. Okay. We're going to just straighten and bend those legs. Okay. So when you bend the front, really press the back leg, press the back heel. So bending, and then both legs come straight. Okay, so the exercise is just how much you come forward, and that back leg also strong, presses back. All right, this time we're gonna add the arms and hold it. Add the arms, bend, add the arms, both arms up. If you want to do cactus, that's great. Okay, warrior one, shape, lifting belly, lifting side body, making those legs really work. Okay, one more breath. Awesome. Okay, now bring your hands to your hips for a moment. Straighten the front leg a little bit. And you're gonna walk the back foot just maybe like a foot closer. Walk it, step it a little closer. Try to keep both legs pretty straight. You can keep a little bend. Let me just turn the lights on here. So maybe Afterwards, we can turn them off. Okay, so we're going to do a little pyramid here. This is where you're going to need your blocks. Okay, so both legs straight, and you can keep a little bend on that front leg. Lean a little forward. Please stay here. So just a little forward. Square your hips. So left leg, left hip back, right hip forward. And then press up. Come on high again to standing. Okay, now I'm going to ask you to bring your blocks underneath your hands. So go a little bit forward, go a little bit forward, maybe find those blocks, maybe bring them under, and then maybe fold a little deeper to the front side. So square your hips, maybe let your head hang. This is called pyramid pose. Very nice, beautiful. Keep those legs nice and strong, a little bend on the front, of course, but try to straighten both legs. Okay, pay attention. I'm going to have you come up to a supported warrior 3. Okay, so rebend the front leg. Okay, walk the blocks a little bit forward. Put the weight on the front leg, bend the front leg, and lift that back leg up. So square your hips, and then really flex that right leg, the high leg, flex it. Beautiful. So use your blocks, come on up. So you're standing on the left, and that right leg pressing to the back. And then bend both legs, step the feet together at the top, and then bend your legs like a little squat and inhale and come on up. Take a breath in, inhaling, looking up, and exhale, hands to the center. Just one more up. Big breath in and exhale, hands to center. All right, one more. Arms up, and then a little tip over, and then center. You can grab the wrist or just go side to side. Till you get really nice and bright side ribs, side body. Keep a little nice, long pressuring on the feet. Inhale, and then come back to center. So just take a moment. You can release your hands. Just take a moment. You can shake your feet a little bit before we do the other side. Relax your chest, your shoulders. Make sure there's no tension in your neck, in your face. Yeah, shake it out. Breathe. Gather yourself, your thoughts. Try to not to think too much how that went. It already went. We're just gonna try the other side. So just go with it. So it's a warrior 1. We take about 4 times to kind of settle into how much you want to bend the front leg. Okay. So now right leg stays. Step the left leg and take time here, right? So make sure you're not in a tightrope. You can walk the right foot forward. Don't use your hands, just kind of bend and straighten a little bit. Just gather how much you want to bend and where you want to stay. Eventually, what we want, in the yoga is kind of bring that thigh really, 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 really parallel to the ground. So, okay, you don't have to be there, but you just want to really feel that quadricep engaged, okay? So wherever you are and you feel that leg waking up, that back leg also very strong, bend forward, press the back leg. Now we're staying here, we're adding the arms. So breathing, feeling the arms reaching up, the feet really pressing down, feeling all the body engaged in this beautiful shape, this warrior Vira Vajrasana 1. Take another breath in, lift a little higher. Awesome. And then slowly bend the front a little bit so you can bring your hands to your hips. Okay, and then step the back foot a little bit, just maybe like a step. Okay, try to kind of bring your hips so they're kind of in line. Make sure your friends are going to help you. Just tip a little forward, without the blocks. You can even bring your hands behind you if you want to kind of grab your wrist behind you so your chest doesn't collapse in this one. And then press the front foot, come on up. Now, keep this here, hips, right hip back, left hip forward, and then you're going to find your blocks, find them under your hands, Bend the front leg if you must, but just fold towards the front leg. Fold towards the front leg. Okay? So you don't have to really bring your crown to the floor, but just feel the hips, right? You're bending from the hips, folding as much as you can to the front. Bend the front if you must, for your hips, right hip back, left hip forward, bending, folding, releasing. Pyramid pose. Parshvottanasana. All right, so pay attention. This is where we go to that supported warrior 3. With your blocks, come on up a little bit, bend the front, walk your blocks enough so they're supported under your arms. Put the weight in the front, lift your back leg into that one-legged warrior 3, or standing in one leg, folding, head forward, bottom of your foot pressing as if you had a wall behind you, really lifting your heart, very strong in the standing leg, and then very gently rebend the standing leg, step the feet together, bend your legs, press your feet, inhale, come up, arms out, big breath in, and then hands to center, breathe, huge breath, comes up, and then hands to center, awesome. Last one, the side bending, grab your left wrist, go to the right, and then center, and then switch. Keep your feet on the ground. Inhale, come back to center, lower your arms, and breathe. All right, so I'm going to just do a little bit of balance. Please hold on to the wall. You have a chair. If you have something to hold on to, I don't care. So put the weight on your left, lift your right leg up. You can bring the hands on your hips, flex your foot. We're going to take some circles here. Okay, so circle. Try to bring the leg up. Okay, maybe one more. Bring it forward and then release it. Go the other way. Take your time. So comes in, back, out, forward, and in. Very good. Now, bring it back in, lift it up, turn it out. So external rotation, and turn it into a tree pose. So foot goes to the inside of your calf muscle, a little higher. And then the right arm is going to go towards the right knee that is open, and the left arm is going to go up a little bit. So you're going to kind of tilt a little bit towards the open knee, towards the bent knee. A little bit more modification on this tree here. Breathe. All right, and then both arms up. Pay attention. One more thing here. That leg comes forward a little bit one more time, and then bring it behind. Step behind, toes behind. Careful here. All right, and then the left hand to the hip, and the right arm goes up. Bend both legs. So it's a little side bend with a little variation as the foot is behind you. All right, inhale, both arms forward, carefully step the feet together. And then shake it out. All right, so let's take just a breath to gather ourselves to the breath and sink down, inhaling, lifting, and then arms to center. Just a little bit of reaching your hands behind, a little bit you can interlace here, and just lift your heart. So a little bit of like standing back bend. Nice and easy. You don't even have to bring your chin up, just squeeze your shoulders and lift your heart. Lift your heart. Maybe you can even separate your fingers away from your sacrum. Maybe it's okay. Maybe you can have a strap and then relax. Bring your shoulders, shake it out. Okay. So the order is probably like left leg is going to come up. You can hold on to a wall, please. Go on your tippy toes, gather that leg that is going to hold you, lift it. Start a little bit of circling. It can be tiny. Make it tiny so you can really feel that standing leg working. All right, and then direct change direction. And I'm falling too. Okay, so come back to center, lift it as high as your hip, open it up to the side, find your tree. Feel the tree wherever you want to position the foot, open the knee out, hand a little bit towards the knee, but it's floating up. You can do a little mudra here and just a little tip over. So breathing it, enjoying it, sensing it. It's a little hard for sure. I'm falling too. Okay, so come on up, inhale, release that, and then that leg is just going to lift and go crossing on the toe mounts behind you. Bend both legs, all right? So like a little squatting here, and then right hand to the hip or behind you, and left arm over. You can look up at the hand on the top, just feel that toes and the legs together, breathing. All right, inhale, please, and carefully step the feet together. All right, I'm gonna slowly bring you to the floor. I'm gonna do some more normal cat-cows. So please come to the front. If you're not there, I know I'm halfway cut my head, but I'm just going to either just kind of melting, or if you want to swan dive, whatever your preference is, to kind of fall down. So you can melt, you can fold, you can use your arms, you can use no hands, hands at center. Find your blocks, folding forward. Take your time here, folding forward. Let your hips be high and let your head be low. Take your time here, really releasing, finding a little bit of restorative in this state. Not rushing here. You can swing, you can add a little bit of letting go your head. You can go yes, yes, no, no. Relaxing the head, the neck, the jaw, the eyes, folding down. Like we did on the floor, bending knees, just really bringing more like the thighs or the ribs and thighs together. Please be careful. We're going to walk back each leg to a downward facing dog with bent knees. Okay, so walk back. Okay, so taking your time to walk back. For the first dog, we haven't. So this dog should be really yummy. Bend a lot your legs, a lot, and then lift your tailbone. All right, take your time here a lot, like bending, squatting, and lifting, taking that really yummy stretch to feel the hands on the earth, the index and the thumb. It kind of puts everything back. Okay, so feel the arms, the lifting of your armpits, the lifting of your hips. Don't worry about the heels not touching. Maybe move one leg, bend one leg, and then switch it, bend the other. Try to bring one heel down. Very good. So this is also nice. So I'm going to try this variation. Try to pay attention here. I'm going to turn the toes out like Charlie Chaplin. So toes out, heels in. All right. Bend your legs and see if you can do a little froggy here. And then lift up. So bend and like you were going to sit. So really press your hands forward. Lift your hips. Nice. It feels really good on your back. And then lift up. Just last one. Turn the toes forward. Please bend your knees. Come onto your shins. Finally, on your shins, you can tuck toes or flatten the feet and sit. Just take a moment. Take a moment here. How are you? Good. Okay, so feel the heart, right? It's a little fast. Just take a moment. We were just upside down, so take a moment here. All right, so what I'm going to do is just kind of go up and down. So as if we were doing a forward fold, but now we're on the knees. So it's going to kind of look like this, okay? So you're going to come up, right? And then fold, maybe bring the hands to the hips, maybe bring the head towards the ground. And then inhale just about 6 times. So it's like folding, sending the hips down, head to the earth. So hinging from your hips, Inhale, and then folding. When you come up, inhale, breathe in. When you fold, exhale. Bring the head to the floor or to a block. Last one. And then sit again. Rest. If you cannot sit here, put a blanket under your feet, the top of your feet. So let's go on hands and knees. Traditional cat-cow on the knees. Please enjoy these. Are great. You know how they're always in every class of yoga. So that do a little bit of sensing how you want to place your hands. Maybe you want to walk your hands, so turning the fingers out to the edges, maybe in. Then start a little bit of cat and cow, flexion, extension. You can have also your toes flat or tucked, and just feel today how you are on your cat cows. Breathing and feeling your spine. If you want to kind of also play some organic movement, just loosen up a little bit, rounding, circling, hip side to side, you know, anything at all that you like to do. You're gonna go on the belly, so please come onto belly, come onto the elbows, just take your time. Lengthen your legs and come to Sphinx. Very good. Bring your elbows under your shoulders. If you want a little forward, that's fine. Maybe under like a nice 90-degree, and just lengthen your feet. Press your toes down, lift your heart. Look right and left, and maybe center and up and down. So circle the head, keep your shoulders, keep the arms pressing, just lift your belly. Keep the lengthening of your legs, pressing the thighs, reaching back. So I'm going to do this little variation on a cobra. Okay, so I'm going to go a little bit lower. Bring your hands, fingers under your shoulders, palm down, elbows to the ribs, elbows tuck in, relax your shoulders, and just lift your head and one leg. And then lower your head and your leg. Okay, so inhale, lift your head and one leg. Doesn't have to be high, just engage the hands and the belly, and then lower, head down. So lift, ground, go, lengthen away from the hips and the feet, lengthen, lift one leg, and then lower. And then lift a little bit, one leg, head up. All right, we're going to bring your arms forward, stack your arms, stack your fingers, open the legs a little wider, rest your forehead, release your hips, and just take out super getting a centering breath on your belly. Just breathe in, feel the breath coming from your low back, from your kidneys. Just really feel that you're breathing, even though you're on your belly. Breathe in like we did. Breathe in fully. Feel your belly. Feel the whole body taking this breath to relax you, to center you. All right, and then nice and easy, and whichever way you want, come on up a little bit so you can come into child's pose. So come with wide knees, toes together, just sit back. So child's pose again, just taking a moment, you can come onto your elbows, you can put your blocks, you can really melt completely. Take a moment in this awesome grounding, humbling child's pose, Balasana. Take your time. So breathing here, closing like a little cocoon here that you're sensing that you can get awareness of how you are as you are kind of closing yourself to your front body, which is very vulnerable. So breathe here from your back, protecting your inner front body, and breathing here to a good in breath and out breath to center, relax. All right, so nice and easy. You're in your child's pose. Come on up enough to come back finally onto our back. Okay, so good. So if you want to have your blanket, if you want to have a block, make sure it's there close by to you. We have a little bit more, so I'm going to do a little thread the needle. So just lie back and now feel that I have my knees bent. You can have your legs long, but just feel the breath in your body. Now you're lying back. Notice how the contact points of your body is supported by the floor, by the carpet. Just take a moment, feel the back of your head, the back of your hips, the back of your shoulders, whatever is in contact. Feel you can let go and breathe here. A couple of breaths, breathing in, breathing out, not rushing at all. Just really feel that it's an opportunity to recalibrate, recover. If you want to do ujjayi breath, a nice throat sound, constriction of your throat. Try to soften your jaw, your eyes, your forehead, your temples. So if your legs are long, rebend them, place your feet on the floor, make those feet as wide as the mat if you like. Open the arms out like a T or just tee out the arms and let the knees go right and left. I'm not telling you how much you have to. You don't have to bring the knees down. Only if you are so stretchy that you bring your knees down, but please don't force. Just relax your hips and your knees and maybe take a little bit of attention to the feet. Maybe stay on your heels and stretch your toes. Feel the inner and outer arches of the feet. You can also use your head a little side to side. Awesome. So bring your feet on the ground, bring your knees back to center, a little bit of more hip distance, and just bring your knees up, maybe each hand on towards the knee or behind the knee, and bring your knees in. And then as they come out a little bit away, open the knees, keep the feet together, and then bring your knees in, and then bring them together. So lengthen the legs, open them, like a little Barakonasana, feet together, bring them to your armpits, bring them in, and then lengthen out towards the armpits and together, and then reverse it. So out, together, and in, right? So out to the armpits, back so the arms extend, the legs extend, knees in, toes in, and then last one. Out like a frog, out so the arms extend, knees in front of the hips, and hips to the chest or knees to chest, and rock a little side to side if you like. Relax your low back. Right, just separate the legs a little bit, roll those ankles, and then lift your heels enough to widen your legs, come to a little happy baby shape, the best happy baby, a little smile, make it a true happy moment. Grab your pinky side, bring your arms inside, grab your big toe, flatten your feet, bring your knees to your armpits, try to bring a little bit of relaxing on the inner thighs. Try to breathe fully. Imagine you're breathing a lot in the inner thighs. You're breathing through your nose, but try to breathe the opening, the space between your legs, your groin, your legs, your thighs. Right, you're gonna come right away if you can, just kind of place one foot down, thread the needle or figure four. So left foot down, right ankle on the top of that left thigh, and you can bring the legs up to you or stay in the first option. You can also remain here. You want to lift, do a little rocking. We're just really sensing here your low back, your hips. Okay, you can certainly stay in this option, just pressing the legs away. If you want to kind of push the leg out a little bit, you can also bring the legs together. You can bring the hands through that little space, grab the leg behind you or the shin. Gather your breath, please. Keep breathing. As if your breath is the conduit for the releasing, stretching.
Noise. I can't hear if you make noise.
Just nice and easy. You can undo that, set the foot down, or just maybe even up, just kind of crossing, recrossing, or just undo that and then lift your legs or go straight to the nice option of keeping the foot on the ground. So right foot down and then left ankle on top of your thigh, breathe in. This one, of course, you can take maybe about like 10 breaths here. Just to feel that this shape is so nice. You can lift, you can rock. You can flex. You can also extend the back leg, the leg behind, and extend it as if you were standing the leg to the ceiling if you want that. Then do that on the first side. Take a couple of breaths here, not rushing. This is such a great shape to stay, like even 5 minutes. It's a great, great hip opener. All right, we're gonna bring the foot down and cross the legs. And just for a moment, just for a couple of moments, just do a restorative bridge. You can do it with the lowest or the second. Press your feet, lifting off to maybe place the block. If you don't have a block, you could just do a little bit of bridge, but not your biggest, more engaging bridge. But if you have the block or a blanket or a pillow, lift your hips a little bit so you can really feel the cascading of the breath from your hips to your chest and down from your crown of your head. So feel here, relax your hips, feel the support of the block and breathe here. You can also bring hands to belly and heart or arms out to the side. So we're cooling down and your body knows it and you know it. So just take the opportunity to really, really get the breath to be quiet, gentle, meaningful, and complete. Feel that, you're supported, that you're releasing from that rounding to ourselves to this nice kind of like a opening of your low back for the bridge. All right. We're almost cooling down. The last thing, this is optional only if you want to. If you feel you're safe and your block is safe. If not, just if you feel like when you lift one leg, it's not safe, then align or adjust your block. If not, just lift your legs up to the sky. The legs are floating up. Arms can be like a T overhead. Maybe grab your elbows and just be with this dandasana on the back. So it's like a dandasana or seated tadasana, but you're on your back. So it's really nice for the legs, really nice for the heart, really nice for the body, for that releasing of all the blood, the legs, the fluids down, the hips, the heart gets a little break, the legs get a little break, the face relax, the breath easy. And you know, if you want to kind of play and open the toes and play with your ankles a little bit, if you like that, you can do both. You can turn away, circle. You can just also kind of look at the toes or close your eyes and just breathe here. It's an amazing, amazing restorative pose. If you have a wall, you want to bring your legs to the wall, that's also Viparita Karani. It is a pose. It's very, very recommended for tension, for a lot of varicose veins and circulation. Many benefits to the pose, especially if you can stay even like 10 minutes here with the legs up. So you're doing like an inversion of a sort. Okay, we're gonna very gently, please, slowly, maybe one leg, maybe both, touch the earth, toes and feet. If your arms are overhead, slowly bring them back so you can lift enough to release the block and place your hips down. Okay, last one again with the feet nice and wide and the knees open, go a little side to side again. So we're going to try to stay on one side, and these are optional. So you can, maybe I'll just stay to this side so it's on the screen. And if you have this shape of the legs kind of like a pinwheel, and maybe you lift the outer ankle, the foot, and comes to the inner thigh, and maybe you can grab this shape. If this doesn't feel good, do not do it. You can stay here with the foot on the floor. If you are able to bring it, maybe feel the hip, and maybe the right arm goes to the corner of your mat, and maybe the left hand just grab the wrist on that side. So feel if this is okay. If not, don't worry. You don't have to do anything with your arms. Just the arms, which get more length and stretch to the hip and to the knee and to the whole side. You can always opt out of this completely. Beautiful. Just breathe. Get out of it as slowly as you can. Come, bring your hands closer, and then maybe come to that figure 4 or slide the foot off. Do a little windshield wiper before you get to the other side, maybe 1 or 2. Release your hips. Keep the breath going, and then second side, up to you. If you want to stay with this, you can even stay with that and lift your arms overhead, or do a little cactus. This is great. Okay, so keep your shoulders down. If you're uncomfortable, put some blanket under, support your shoulders so it's not like hanging. If you can lift your outer ankle, place it on that in outer left knee, almost like the weight of your foot. Try to bring the knee closer and just bring this hip to stretch the knee, to stretch the armpit, maybe lengthen the same arm to the corner of your mat. You grasp it overhead. These are just kind of make a shape that look really nice in the yoga, but it's not sometimes nice, doesn't not worth it. So do whatever shape feels good in your body. Not how pretty it looks, it's how good it feels in your body. So feel the breath here, almost like it's breathing on the ribs of the left side. Feel the breath on this side, you're opening. Almost ready to cool down. Undo that the best way, the gentlest way. Come to center, uncross the leg, bring your arms back. Give yourself a sweet hug. I cannot lift my head and my chest, but lift your nose to your knees. It hurts my neck, so I can't do it. So hug your knees, nose to knees, squeeze and squeeze, squeeze like a tight little ball, and really squeeze the belly with your thighs. Squeeze here, and then release it. So like a tight little ball tension, and then let the arms open out, let the feet open out, be like a big star on the floor, and let yourself go into the Shavasana. So even if you're just kind of open and this feels good, perfect. But if you need to adjust, put some blankets under your knees, a roll that blanket under your knees is great. And settle into the shape that you choose for your Shavasana. You want a blanket over your belly or behind your neck or your back of your head. So perfect. So we are here. I'm just going to talk a little bit about how, please breathe again. A couple of breaths before you let yourself go. Just feel the points of contact and start letting go, melting, surrendering the weight to the mat, to the floor, letting your eyes feel like they're going back in the back of your head. Feel your face, your skin soften. All that to just let the breath be traveling in and out. You should be really comfortable. Your breath should be also very comfortable. Your breath should be almost like, feel like you're very, very comfortable, like almost like you were not breathing, almost like nothing is moving. Easy inhales and exhales, and just stay, and I'll get you out, guide you out in a couple of minutes. Very gentle, energizing breath in, emptying, inhaling, exhaling. Each breath so new, so different, so powerful, so clean and healing. Start breathing, waking up those fingers and toes, and in any way you like, maybe stretching arms overhead, maybe moving your head a little side to side. Continue breathing and feeling up, feeling the new energy and how you feel. Take a kind of scan here before you sit up to notice how you feel after just breathing and resting about 6 minutes. And just take your time to come. Maybe bring your knees in or bring one knee in and then roll to that side. And then take another moment before you sit up. Take your time. Please know that you don't have to do any of these. You can stay. If you need to rest, please stay 15 minutes. It's your call, your body. Okay, don't come up if your body's telling you, listen to it, rest a little bit more. And we come cross-legged again the way we started. Just take a moment to feel that maybe you can sit a little taller, that maybe you feel your front body more ready to breathe better, maybe your back body more erect and relaxed, shoulders open, head nice and tall, and bring your hands to the prayer, bring the hands to namaste. Bring your hands in front of your third eye and back to your center, to your heart, to your center, to the true sense of who you are, to this place of love and compassion. And review your intention or make it the intention. You can make a new one. The breath, thank you for the breath. Whatever your intention, review it and make it last for the day, for the weekend, for as long as you need it. Om Shanti, bow slightly to your hands, keep your heart lifted. Om peace, peace, peace. Om Shanti. Namaste, everybody. Thank you. Thank you, Amy.
Oh, I love the balls.
I don't know if they heard it. It's hard when it's not like a class. I don't know. I don't know if it, goes through the screen.